Good morning. I am about to start the second of my weekly backpacking trips. It is, what's the date today? 6/15, June 16th. I'm near Blue Lake in Tahoe National Forest, which is only an hour away from my house. And the plan is to walk below Grouse Ridge, up by Baltimore Lakes and Meadow Lake, and then hook up with the PCT near Lacey Creek just north of Mount Lola. Yeah, so let's get going. So this time I was about to leave and I realized I forgot my trekking poles, which means I can't set up my tent. I was like debating going back home and I was like, no, it's fine. The weather is supposed to be pretty warm. And I think I'll be camping up higher, so hopefully the mosquitoes won't be too bad. So I've opted to do the cowgirl camp where I didn't bring my tent. I just have my ground sheet, Tyvek ground sheet, and we'll use that to sleep on. I've done it plenty. So yeah, different thing. My pecs may be slightly lighter because of that, but all right, I'm starting to go up a hill and a Jeep trail right now, or a gravel road, and then we'll switch to trail soon. This is Blue Lake. It's perched. I camped right below and I've come up along this side. It's a hot one today. It's already pretty warm and it's only 8 a.m. So, but it's beautiful. All right, I made it to the end of the road into this person's cabin. Such an awesome cabin overlooking Blue Lake. And we're about to go onto public property, and this is a trail that goes along an old canal, probably used for mining. Yeah, hiking trail. Let's go. See all this rock work done. So this was done by miners back Gold Rush era for a canal. No longer running, but makes for a really nice hiking trail. It's pretty flat. So I don't know, it lasts maybe less than a mile or about a mile of this, and then it gets rocky again. So from the looks of it, I think this is the creek that the miners siphoned off of and started their canal. There's all the rock work. I'm gonna get my shirt wet because it is hot. Grateful for this water. Look at that patch of lupin. It's a woolly leaved lupin. I don't know the exact variety, but so beautiful. It smells so freaking good. Oh my gosh, look at all these beautiful lupins blooming. I love it. It's just the sweetest floral scent wafting through the air. Glorious. You just keep going and going. All right, hawk sighting on this tree. Sorry for the shakiness. It's super zoomed in. Just looking around. Still have the lupins too. So cool. All right, it's bird town this morning, but this dead log, I walked under it and then I heard all these screeching noises, and I bet it's a nest. I don't know if it's a nest of, it's probably a nest of turkey vultures is my guess, maybe, because we have something like that at our house and it sounded very similar, and they like the hollowed out big logs. So, and we get other birds chirping too. Yeah, love it. Oh look, more lupins. Newt sighting. Hey, buddy. I'm in a little wet area. All right, coming out of the forest a little bit, have some views. And a little wind. There's Lake Spalding. And I-80 runs that way. And I'm going up that way. Below is Fortis Creek. This is like my area that I love to come to a lot. Oh yeah, and you can see Eagle Lakes in the distance over here. Doing a little climbing on the granite. There's an iconic Sierra juniper with always a good view. Hiking next to the creek. Filtering water. Taking a little moment to have my legs up and elevated, just to give them a boost and a refresh, and it can really help with my feet from hurting longer term when I'm on them a lot. So taking a moment. There's not really mosquitoes at this spot, so I got my water over there at the creek, and now just taking a few minutes to elevate my feet. Made it to a junction that if you go down the hill, it goes down to the Fortis Creek drainage. But I'm heading towards Byers Lake and Meadow Lake. Got some very fresh scat. Probably bear, maybe? It's big chunk, see? That's my guess. Views. That's Lake Spalding in the distance there. I came up from, I think Blue Lake is right up there, and I've just been coming across the side of the slope of Grouse Ridge. I-80 is off there in the distance. You can see, I can hear the hum from it. And then Eagle Lakes is in the center of the frame over here. Okay, this is the farthest I've ever gone on this trail before. It's about 4.8 miles in. So all the stuff ahead of me is things I've not seen yet. I'll be dropping down to Byers Lake and then Baltimore. It's an old mining town, I think. And then Meadow Lake. And above is, those are the Black Buttes up there. Okay, there's Byers Lakes over here in this basin below the Black Buttes. Beautiful. Climbing. Those are Byers Lakes down there. And I'm keeping on going up. This is an excellent view. Byers Lakes down there. I came on a trail along that ridge. And Lake Spalding out there in the distance, and then the valley, and I live somewhere in the middle of that frame in Grass Valley. And I can sort of make out the Mendocino Mountains, or the main mountains on the other side of the valley, but it's a little hazy. Coming up to a little saddle high point, I think. First view's over to the other side. Here. Now I get to go down a little bit. Oh, look at all these Sarah juniper, so good. Oh, look. Castle Peak in the distance. Look, it's snow. I'm gonna grab some and put some on my neck to cool me down. It's probably in the 80s and out here in the sun. It's hot. New views. That's English Mountain, and down there is French Lake. Approaching a little bit of a blow down section. The trail's pretty faint. I'm just gonna go around it. Try. Let's see. A little puzzle. Oh look, there's a lake over here. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I see the trail now. This is Baltimore Lake. It's fabulous. The color is really beautiful. Look, a patch of snow on the trail. Going around Baltimore Lake. Look how beautiful. All these pink flowers. Lining the edge of the lake. Okay, little log crossing. Whoa, okay. Did it. Got a bit of a rocky climb up here in the sun. It's hot today. It's like 80 degrees, but it's a lot hotter lower, but even up here, it's hot. Let's go. There's some diggings up here. I think it was probably for gold. This is the site of Baltimore town. So, mining site. The pit there. Here you go. It goes way down there. Neat colored rock. All right, this is the start of the Jeep Road. I'm at the crest of this ridge. So it'll be road walking, I think, for the rest of my day. We'll see what it's like. All right, looks like I'm dropping off the ridge. Nice views opening up to the southeast. In the middle of the frame there is Castle Peak. I've been around that many a time. That's just north of Donner Pass. Yay for good views. Here's my first view of Meadow Lake. That's where I'm headed. It's quite the rocky road. It'll be quite technical to drive up. Ankle rollers. I don't know if you can see this, but there's pollen, just clouds of pollen everywhere. First I thought it was smoke, but oh my gosh. Good thing I'm not really allergic to pine pollen, because if I was, this would be a nightmare. Yeah, look at it, you can see it. It's like smoke, but it's pollen. I think that's a helipad. It's a big piece of concrete. Rough and Ready Jeep Club, Sacramento. I'm gonna go check out the Meadow Lake campground. Looky here. We got tables, bear boxes, pit toilet, Meadow Lake. How nice. Take a little break here. I don't know if you can see over here, but there's like a thermal cloud of pollen kind of going up over here. Wow, so much pollen. You can tell the lake is as high as it gets. I don't see really a bathtub ring around it. I mean, it's a reservoir, so. Look, we've got some duck friends. Where are the geese? Out there. A whole bunch of them. Cute. Well, unfortunately, my watch reset without me knowing it. So I'm back to 0 miles for the day. But I think I did like 11 and a half or more so far. So anyway, that'll be two activities for the day. There's several of these lovely campsites right next to the water in Meadow Lake. I'm just walking down the road. I'm wading out into the lake because I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any more water. So I want to get some water to filter, but it's kind of polleny on the edge, so I'm gonna wade in a little bit and see if I can get some clear more water. Here I am at the top of Meadow Lake. Alright, I think I got to the other side of the Meadow Lake campground, and I'm about to walk away past Meadow Lake. It's a beautiful place. Do you see the size of this paw? It's huge. Dang. Big animal, maybe bear. I'm not sure if it's a bear or a mountain lion, but it was cruising over here. This way. Found this beautiful stream. So I emptied out the lake water and filled up with this because I'm sure this is cleaner and won't clog my filter. Yay. Glad to know there's some water out here on the road. I'm walking by another piped spring, I guess. Good to know. There's water. This beautiful hillside with lupins and buttercups, mule's ears. And the mule's over here. Hey, I made it. This is where I came from, and I made it to the junction of the PCT. I'm gonna see if there's water here, and if there is, I'm filling up, and then probably heading up the ridge for camping, because it'll be less buggy up there. But hello, PCT, nice to be on you for a second. Okay, this is my camp spot. I made it. Yay. Yeah, there's a little breeze, which should hopefully keep the bugs off, and an amazing view. All right, just poured the hot water into my pulled pork and mash from Mountain Mama Meals. My first time trying their stuff. It's a small brand, small company. And I have such a good view from my camp. That is Fordyce Reservoir and Meadow Reservoir. Meadow Reservoir is where I walked by earlier today. Hello, good evening. I just finished my dinner. It was really good. Wow, well that was a lovely hike for the day. I think I did between 17 and 18 miles. And I felt good. I had the biggest climbs at the very end, of course. I made it up to over 8,000 feet elevation. Yeah, loved walking on those gravel roads. It was really quiet. I saw 2 people in vehicles driving. Otherwise, I didn't see a single person today. And it's really great. This is like my backyard area. This is close to my house. This is the drainages that feed into the water sheds that I live within, and I feel really blessed to be able to be spending time up here and wandering around in this beautiful place that I get to call home. So yeah, I'm gonna set up my little camp right over there. There's not too many mosquitoes, so that's great. There's a couple buzzing around, but it's not that bad, and it's starting to cool off, and yeah, like it'll be a great night. New moon, so we'll be able to see lots of stars, and I won't be kept up by the moonlight. All good things. Okie dokie, there's my spot. Cowgirl camping tonight because I forgot my hiking poles to put up my tent, but it's just fine. Excellent views, a little breeze, but not crazy windy. It's still pretty warm, so I don't think I'll get too cold. And there's a few mosquitoes, but manageable. So, hooray, beautiful spot. Okay, well, the mosquitoes are doing their thing. So, I put my head net on, my hat, and I think I'll be fine. I'll show you the view. I have views so good just from laying right here. Okay, I'm laying down and I can see Fordyce Lake and Meadow Lake. A beautiful sunset. Okay, I can see the Meadow Lake. I can also see Venus. Here, I'm going to center it in the frame and zoom in. There's Venus. Good morning from camp. Like a beautiful sunrise right now. Oh, I slept pretty good. It was really nice last night. The bugs calmed down after it got dark, which was great. And now I'm gonna pack up and get ready to go. Here's my little camp. Yeah, every time I briefly woke up, I would look up and just the stars were so gorgeous. It was nice and calm, and it's cooled down a little bit, which is great. I'm gonna make the most of the cool weather hiking back, so. All right, let's go. Cheers. I'm having my morning breakfast drink. It's collagen, whey protein powder, and my gut defense supplement powder mix. It's like a chocolate flavor. So, cheers. It's got such a good view for breakfast. Okay, I'm all packed up. Ready to head out. It's a little after 6:30 in the morning. It's one of the benefits for it not being so cold. I'm not tempted to just stay in my cozy sleeping bag until it gets warm, so heading out back the way I came. There's Castle Peak this morning. And the rest of my views. Headed back to Meadow Lake. See the view. Beautiful. Made it back to the staging area, and it says Meadow Lake Excelsior. The granite dam was built in 1858 for flumes of valley gold towns called Summit City with population 2,000. After 1863, it incorporated as Meadow Lake. 1866, because gold could not be separated, it was abandoned in 1872. Summit City, Meadow Lake. Here's more mining diggings, gold mining diggings above Meadow Lake, also known as Summit City. It was a boom town. These trees have grown over. Black Buttes. And then over here is French Reservoir Lake. It's tucked back in there. Nice to see the morning light on the Black Buttes. Oh. And then there's Castle Peak on the other side. I'm about to drop off this ridge and down to Baltimore Lake. All right, this is the best view I've seen yet of French Reservoir. It's so tucked back in here. And that's English Mountain over there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going that way. Made it back to Baltimore Lake. It's a bit of a mess of downed trees and branches right next to the lake. And then I get to a pretty marshy section. That was fun to navigate around. It's very beautiful. So this is where the main trail crosses, but it's very boggy. And I'll probably go down here and around. It's the outlet for the lake. This is where I'm crossing, although there's so many mosquitoes. Oop. Okay. Make sure I don't fall in a hole. There's some water. There's this little log. Oop. Made it back to the viewpoint of Byers Lakes, Black Buttes. I can see Spalding Lake, and towards the west, towards the valley. I've made it back to the beautiful lupins. I'm reveling in their scent. It is hot. I have not been filming very much, but I'm getting closer, maybe only 2 miles from the car. I didn't film much because it's, yeah, it's all stuff we've seen before because I'm doing an out and back. But yeah, been a good trip. Oh, hallelujah. I'm getting to my final creek spot where I'm gonna get my shirt wet, drink a bunch of water, cool off. Oh, it's hot, but this is glorious. Yay. Okay, let's get in the water. Trying not to get my feet wet because I don't want to take my shoes off. But, oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Oh, that feels so good. Oh yeah. Thank you, water. Okay, there's nothing like getting in amazing, fresh mountain water after being very hot. I have heat rashes on my legs. It's so hot. But yeah, staying hydrated, staying fueled, and cooling off as much as I can. But almost there. Oh, I made it back to the car. Whew, I ran the last 1.5 miles as much as I could. Oh, it's baking, but I'm about to cool off. Yay.